So I was having a conversation with a friend around just real estate investments, and this is not like in a braggy way, but like people say to me, oh, it's cool that you have as many investments as you do. Which is funny to me because I really don't feel like I'm anything special. It's just been small decisions over time, and this is what they've grown into. So I thought I would share my journey for anybody who would want to know. The whole idea is just to showcase it's not as difficult as it seems to acquire properties. Like, you just got to be patient. Is that good so far?
Yes. Yes!
I'm gonna go through every property that I've bought and sold or rented out, whatever, to just show you real raw numbers. So without further ado, let's get rocking and let's get talking.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a payout counter in the corner, so the numbers will pop up here, and then there'll be like a running total at the bottom. And then later when I get into tax deduction stuff, there'll be a tax deduction spot too, so you can see that. Okay. We bought our first house in 2016 for $139,500. I know, it's crazy to think about, a little single family home. Our mortgage was $728 a month. We started renting it out. We rented it for $1,100 a month. Sidebar, I'm only gonna keep a counter of like the equity gains in the property. I didn't want to do all the rental schedules for the whole entire time of owning the property, but you'll know like per month how much it was making. Okay, bought it for $139,500. Mortgage payment was $728 a month. Rent, when we eventually rented out, was $1,100 a month. We sold it for $210,000. Oh, we probably put like $6,000 into it. So the equity gains we had on the property were $81,000 off that first property. We rolled it into two more. Rolled it meaning took that money and purchased two more properties with that money. One of them was a triplex up in Ogden that I bought for $200,000. Probably one of the worst investments I ever made in my life. Like, I am not a fan of Ogden at all. I can tell you the stories another time. The mortgage on that place was $1,300 a month, and the rent was $2,700. And then I eventually sold it for $220,000. My gains on the property were another $30,000. So then Orem purchased that place for $245,000. Our mortgage was $1,300 a month, but we built a basement apartment and we're renting the basement for $1,100 a month. And then we sold it for $400,000. So the gains we had on that property was $180,000. Okay, so we sold our Orem property and then we rolled a good chunk of it into the home that we built in Suncrest. Bought that one for $574,000. Our mortgage is $2,300 a month. We currently rent it for $4,000 or just under $4,000 a month. I owe $390,000 on it, and it's worth very conservatively $800,000. I have a HELOC on it right now, like an open line. This is a whole nother conversation, but just a line of credit if I ever want to use it. So I have $300,000 that I can access whenever I want. The gains on that property, if I were to sell that today, would be $400,000. I bought another townhome in Harriman for $450,000 and then sold it for $467,000. That was a $2,500 a month mortgage. The rents were $200 a month. The total gains I got was $17,000, but I also got $126,000 in a tax deduction from that property. That's one thing that I can teach you about if you're curious.
If I saw a guy get fat and get rich, I'm not looking up to him.
Next property I bought with my little brother. Purchased it for $460,000. We sold it for $560,000. The mortgage was $1,300 a month. We were getting a little over $3,000 a month. When we did our tax stuff with it, got $118,000 in a deduction off that, and then made $100,000 on the property. Then I purchased a property with my buddy Caleb. We bought it for $500,000. Mortgage was $2,900 a month. This was a golden goose. The income that we were getting from it was $5,150. Estimated equity we have in it right now, conservatively, is $200,000. And so we split that monthly rents as well. Now going to my current residence, we owe $780,000 on it, but we just got it appraised for $1.13 million. Estimated equity is about $350,000. So we're about 1.4 in total payouts. And then this property, when I eventually do a deduction on it, I could probably get another 120 off of it. Again, conservatively, so that'd be like almost $500,000 in deduction of tax liability.
I am the one, the way your son.
I feel like I'm a normal dude. You can do this, but you just have to be patient because that's over 10 years of being able to do that. So anyway, that's why I want to make that video, just to be like, it seems like it's this really big task, but as long as you're patient and you have a plan, you can just do it, and the market kind of works in your favor. So this has been like my real estate journey. I know the pitfalls. I know what are the right moves. So if you ever have questions about it, reach out because I love talking about this kind of stuff. And I would much rather you get properly educated and informed on this kind of stuff than getting stuck in a bad deal because I have had plenty of those. Anyway, thanks for watching.